team the best of luck this season.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO Sports Cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located in that Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sheridan Trooper Baseball here at Thornrider Park, Ernie Rodolini Field. Troopers at home today taking on Cheyenne Post 6 in their first matchup, at least here at Trooper Stadium so far this season. For those that don't know, Cheyenne Post 6 kind of has been the class, if you will, of Wyoming State baseball over the last 25 years, it feels like. A little stat for you. Since 2001, Post 6, Cheyenne Post 6, this team right here, has won 20 of the last 23 state tournaments. So they have been as dominant, if not the most dominant team in the state of Wyoming in just about any sport. No matter what it is, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, no matter what you name, there's probably not a more dominant team when it comes to state title wins than the Cheyenne Post 6 squad that we have here today. Obviously different players, but, you know, in terms of just having that record going forward from 2001 forward, 20 of 23 state titles, and then won last year as well. I think they've won 4 or 5 in a row, if I remember correctly. Last team to win was Gillette, and that was back in, or excuse me, Casper won in 2018, 2017, I think. So Troopers, or the Post 6 Sixers are riding a pretty good hot streak when it comes to state tournament. And they're favored, as always, going into that tournament towards the end of the year. But the Troopers, this is a good gauge for them. This is always a good gauge for the Trooper squad to kind of get an idea of where they're at in terms of the rest of the state of Wyoming. Again, with Cheyenne being as good as they are, this is a good idea of where they kind of match up with perennially the best team in the state of Wyoming. And we'll see where they match up with this Cheyenne ball club. Just about ready to go here. We're going to have our first batter come into the plate for Cheyenne, Mason Tafoya. He is the shortstop in this game for Cheyenne. I'll get you the defensive breakdowns for the Troopers here in just a second. But Avin Barney starting things off on the mound for the Troopers. He throws ball 1 outside to get things started to Tafoya. So 1-0 count from Barney to start things off. Here comes the 1-0. That one's hit high, fouled off first base side, out of play. Kind of got a little bit of opposites in terms of uniforms here. The tops for Cheyenne, dark navy blue with some baby blue sleeves. The 2-0 from Barney is in there for strike 2 to Tafoya. Dark navy blue tops with baby blue sleeves for the Post 6 Sixers, and then navy blue pants as well. And a swing and a miss by Tafoya gets out number 1 for Avin Barney. So good start for the Troopers. Probably best pitcher on their squad so far this year. At least one of the best. And the Troopers wearing their baby blue tops with their white pants on the field today. First pitch to Nolan Horton, the center fielder. He watches ball 1 outside. Get things going in his first bat. Here comes the 1-0, and that one's high and outside for ball 2. So a 2-0 count now to the 2-hole hitter for Cheyenne. Barney's ready to go. Here comes the 2-0. That one fouled off behind home plate into the screen. So we got a 2-1 count. Troopers had a pretty successful weekend up in Rapid City at the Rapid City tournament. 2-1 count to Barney. That one's lined into right center field. Kind of blooped, I guess is what I should say. And it bounces in front of Tyler Hutton, so it'll be a base hit for Nolan Horton. Horton just kind of lays one out there in right center field for an easy base hit from him. That's going to bring up Corey Williams. He's playing right field. So runner on first. Williams at the plate. Here comes the first pitch to Williams. That one's inside to the lefty for ball one. And the pickoff move over back towards first base is not in time. Horton back safely. So 1-0 count now to Williams, and he swings and misses. The ball that was a little bit outside for strike one. As I was saying, Rapid City tournament for the Troopers had a pretty successful weekend. They went 4-1 over that tournament, beating Laramie post 320, post 22, and then post 320 once again. Only loss came to Harrisburg varsity. Harrisburg, from South Dakota, they were the state champions in South Dakota a year ago. Lost that game 7-5 to Harrisburg. Comes the 1-1 to Williams. That one catches the inside corner for strike two. So 1-2 count now to Williams with Horton still on first base. And here comes the 1-2 from Barney. That one, good pitch, just missed a little bit outside. And that'll make it a 2-2 count. And here comes the 2-2. That one in there, catches the outside corner for strike three to Corey Williams. And the Troopers will have two down in the inning here with Hayden Swayan coming into the plate. Swayan, the catcher for this post-6 squad. Cheyenne was also at that Rapid City tournament over this past weekend, and they ended up winning the tournament, placing first, beating that Harrisburg team in the championship game. First pitch to Swayan. No pickoff move over towards first is not in time. Nolan Horton still over there on first base. Here comes the first pitch to Swayan. That one a little bit low for ball one. Defensive assignments for the Troopers on the mound, obviously, having Barney. Behind home plate is Blaine Phillips here today. At first base is Tyler Reeson. Over at second base, Tanner Hamrick. The 1-0, a little bit high to Swayan for ball two, so a 2-0 count. Tanner Hamrick at second. At third base is Frankie Maestri. At shortstop, Cale Hamrick. In left field is Riley Green. In center field is Tyler Hutton. And in right field is Dyson Murner. The 2-0 is dribbled foul third base side out of play. Going to be a 2-1 count from Barney. Swayan with a impeccable head of hair. Got a good mullet right now to the back of the helmet there. 2-1 count now to Swayan. Here it comes. That one catches the outside corner for strike two. Good pitch by Barney. Well, Barney one strike away from getting out of the inning with one on base. And runner is going. Barney steps off, throw over to second base, and they have Horton in a pickle here. And Horton tries to dive back to first base. Not in time, and they get Horton over at first. So they kill the opportunity after getting caught stealing, Nolan Horton. And that will end the inning. And we will head to the bottom half of the first inning. You're listening to Trooper Baseball. They're still tied 0-0. 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO Sports Cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
This is AJ Sayre with Sheridan Physical Therapy, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball. Tied 0-0 heading into the bottom half of the first inning. Trooper lineup for you. Tyler Hutton will lead things off, followed by Frankie Maestri batting second. Cale Hamrick batting third. Avin Barney will be batting cleanup, trying to help himself out. Tyler Reeson batting fifth. Blaine Phillips batting sixth. Riley Green batting seventh. Dyson Murner batting eighth. And Tanner Hamrick rounding it out in the nine-hole spot. For the defensive assignments for the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers, Braden Pearson will be on the mound for Post 6 in this first game. Hayden Swayan behind home plate. Playing first base is Caden Westby. Playing second base is Cade Coates. Playing third base is Landon McCanley. And then playing shortstop is Mason Tafoya. In left field is Peyton Seeley. And then in center field, Nolan Horton. In right field is Corey Williams. That is the defensive assignments for Cheyenne. We're just about ready to go here. Tyler Hutton stepping to the plate. Braden Pearson on the mound. He's ready to go. And we are ready to get things rolling. First pitch to Tyler Hutton in this bottom half of the first is in there for strike one on the outside corner. Here comes the 0-1 to Tyler Hutton. Swung on and missed for strike two. So quick 0-2 count to the leadoff man for the Troopers. One of the bench players right now for the Cheyenne Post 6. Ethan Riesdorfer threw a perfect game over the weekend in Rapid City. The 0-2 is a little bit high and outside to Hutton for ball one. Perfect game in Rapid City for Ethan Riesdorfer. I don't know if we'll see him today. It was this past weekend. Probably not. Going on short notice. I would doubt it. But he is on the bench. Here comes a 1-2. That one dribbled. Shortstop is going to field it cleanly. Throw over to first in time to get Hutton for out number one. Frankie Maestri coming to the plate now. The third baseman for this Trooper squad. First pitch he sees, a little bit outside for ball one. Frankie Maestri so far this year hitting .296, a .466 on base percentage, as he swings and misses at the 1-0 to make it a 1-1 count. So .296, .466 on base percentage, and .891 OPS. 10 singles, 5 doubles, 1 triple on the season. Here comes the 1-1 to Maestri. Swung on and missed, so a quick 1-2 count now to Frankie Maestri. He's got 11 RBIs and 16 runs as well on the season. Here comes the 1-2 to Maestri. That one's fouled off. Excuse me, swing there a little bit from Maestri just to try to foul that one off. But he does successfully, so it stays a 1-2 count to the third baseman. Here comes the 1-2. That one fouled off as well. So Maestri staying alive against Pearson on the mound for Cheyenne. Here comes the 1-2 once again to Frankie. That one, a little check swing. No swing is the call. So it'll be a 2-2 count now to Maestri. It's a beautiful day. There is some wind blowing out from behind home plate towards center field. Pretty decent wind as well. So if somebody gets a hold of one, it might fly a little bit further than you'd expect. And with the weather we got here today. Here comes the 2-2. That one's a little bit low and inside for ball three. So good at bat here from Maestri. His first plate appearance of the day. Working a full count here. Trying to get on with one down in the inning for the Troopers. Here comes the 3-2. That one a little bit low for ball four. Good job by Maestri to get on. That's going to bring up Cale Hamrick. Cal Hamrick so far this year hitting .408, .574 on base percentage, a 1.166 OPS. He's got 21 singles, 6 doubles, 4 triples so far this season, 31 RBIs, the leading RBI man for the Troopers so far this year. He watches ball one. It bounces in front of home plate. Maestri going to try to get to second, and he is there in time. So a stolen base for Frankie Maestri. So now runner in scoring position for the leading RBI man for the Troopers so far this year with 31 RBIs, 31 runs as well for Cale. It is a 1-0 count. He's going to call time, as that was taking a little while. Now we're ready to go. Here comes the 1-0 from Pearson. And that one's low and inside as well, so it'll be a 2-0 count now to Cale Hamrick. Showing a pure hitter's count here. 2-0 for Cale. And here it comes. That one looped into right center field. It's going to get down. They're going to wave Maestri around. Maestri is going to come home and score easily. An RBI single from Cale Hamrick to get the Troopers on the board. So Troopers lead now 1-0. And Evan Barney's going to come to the plate. Looking to help himself out with a runner on first. Cale Hamrick over on first base. Barney so far this year hitting .301, .368 on base percentage, .766 OPS. First pitch he sees in there for strike one. He was trying to put a bunt down, but he pulled back. It was in the zone nonetheless. He has 19 singles on the season, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 13 RBIs, and 13 runs so far this season. So the 0-1 now to Barney. Here it comes. That one swung on and missed for strike two. Quickly an 0-2 count to Barney. Hamrick over on first after his RBI single, and that one gets by the catcher for Cheyenne, and Cale Hamrick got to second. Now he's trying to get to third as well, and he's there. So the rare pass ball that leads to 2 extra bases from Cale Hamrick. That was just pure hustle there from Cale Hamrick. Didn't slow down once he got to second base. Saw that the catcher back there, Hayden Swain, was taking a little while, and Hamrick just gunned it. Now he's in scoring position. It's a 1-2 count to Barney. That was a ball, so it's a 1-2 count. Here it comes. That one lined into left field. It's going to be a base hit. Barney's is going to have himself an RBI single as well. So good job by the Troopers. Some timely hitting and good base running. Have the Troopers up 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first. Tyler Reesing going to come to the plate now. First baseman for the Troopers. We're going to have a meeting really quickly from the catcher for Cheyenne. Quick little calming down. Of Braden Pearson. So a 2-0 lead for the Troopers. Again, Tyler Reesing up at the plate now. Reesing so far this year, .320 average, a .459 on base percentage, a .926 OPS. He watches strike one there on the outside corner. He's got 16 singles, 6 doubles, 1 triple, and one home run on the season with 24 RBIs and 23 runs in total. Pickoff move over towards first base. Back in time is Barney. 0-1 to Hutton is bounced second base side. It's going to be a tough play. Gets into right field, and Barney's going to be able to take the turn and get over to third base. So on a little bouncer, gets through the infield and gets past Cade Coates, over there at second base. And that allows Barney to move up to third. That's going to bring up Blaine Phillips, catcher. Runners on first and third. Still one down in the inning for the Troopers. He squares around a bunt but pulls back on a called strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Blaine. Got Barney over on third. Reeson on first. One down in the inning. It's still a 2-0 ball game. Troopers leading. Pickoff move towards Reeson, but he's back in time over at first base. Troopers have brought 6 to the plate already in this first inning. A good sign early in the lineup and early in this game. Here comes the 0-1 to Blaine. That one in there for strike 2. Good breaking ball from Pearson. O2 count now from Pearson to Phillips, and here it comes. No pickoff move over to towards first base, but Reeson back in time. Phillips getting his sign, but no sign from head coach Austin Cowan over there at third base, letting him swing away here. I guess I should say due to his discretion. Due to his heart's desire. Another pickoff move towards first base, but Reeson not going anywhere. He's getting back pretty easily. So now, still an 0-2. And here it comes to Phillips. That one low and away, and it gets by the catcher, and that's going to allow Barney to come home and score on the pass ball, and Tyler Reeson to move up to second. Some costly mistakes from Hayden Swain and Brad Pearson on the mound have given the Troopers a couple of runs here in this game. 2 runs to be exact. And now we're going to get a meeting on the mound from the Cheyenne head coach. They come up, try to calm down his starting pitcher. Get him a little bit more relaxed. No substitutions or anything being made, just having a quick conversation, trying to get him calmed down with a 3-0 lead for the Troopers now in this first inning. Meeting's over. He's coming back in. Head coach is coming back in. And we are just about ready to go once again. Blaine Phillips still at the mound. It's a 1-2 count to the catcher for the Troopers. Tyler Reeson over on second base. Evan Barney came home to score on the pass ball. So a 3-0 lead for the Troopers. 1 down in the inning. Runner on second for Phillips. And here comes the 1-2. That one hit into left field. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to wave around Reeson as well. And here comes the throw to home plate. And in time. No, Reeson's home in time. So another RBI single for the Troopers. Makes it a 4-0 lead. That's going to bring up Riley Green, the left fielder. Now Blaine Phillips on first, 4-0 lead for the Troopers. Still only 1 down in the inning. That 1 out came from Tyler Hutton to start this inning off, and that's been the extent of the outs for the Troopers. Everybody else has gotten on base and or come around to score. A 1-0 count now to Riley Green as that one was outside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Riley. Squares around, but pulls back to make it a 2-0 count. Knowing the Cheyenne team The leash will probably not be very long for Braden Pearson if he starts running into walk problems or if the Troopers keep kind of tagging him a little bit. Here comes the 2-0. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. Cheyenne has the depth. They've got about 7 guys on the bench right now. I'm not saying all of them are pitchers, but they have the depth to be able to move guys around and put guys in that haven't pitched. A popped up bunt attempt from Riley Green. It's going to land foul, thankfully. So it will be a 1-2 count. So those bunt pop-ups and whatnot are coming back to bite the Troopers a little bit, or misreading the strike zone a little bit on bunt attempts, biting them just a little bit. Can't really tell on the score sheet. Again, 4-0 lead for the Troopers, so it's maybe a minor thing right now to complain about, but here comes the 1-2. That one catches the outside corner and gets Riley Green for strike 3. For the long-awaited second out for Cheyenne. And that's going to bring up Dyson Murner, playing right field in this first game here today. Batting 8th. And the first pitch to Dyson, swung on and missed for strike 1. Wayne Phillips still over there on first base after his RBI single. Here comes the 0-1 to Dyson, swung on and missed. 2 straight pitches that are pretty much in the same spot. Outside corner, maybe a little bit off the plate. And Murner goes and swings and misses. So now quickly, an 0-2 count for Murner. And here it comes from Pearson. That one hit right back at Pearson. He fields it cleanly. He's just going to flip it over to first for out number 3. And that will end the inning. But the Troopers do some damage. They get 4 across, making it a 4-0 ball game as we head to the top half of the second. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Planning for a busy summer tourism season? Be prepared for extra business with First Federal Bank and Trust Cash Management Solutions. Our local cash management experts will help you streamline your cash flow and minimize risk so you can focus on delivering exceptional service to your customers. Visit efirstfederal.bank to contact our cash management team today. Make this summer your best yet with the help of First Federal Bank and Trust, Sheridan's only mutual bank. Member FDIC.
Why be a nameless face at the big box stores when you can visit us at Hospital Pharmacy? Hi, this is Mandolin Meyer. At Hospital Pharmacy, we get to know our customers and their health needs. Keep all your prescriptions in one place with a pharmacist that knows and cares about you. Visit your hometown, family-owned pharmacy at 2 great locations.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball. Troopers leading 4-0 as we get into the top half of the second inning. Having Barney back on the mound for the Troopers. They're going to bring Cheyenne, going to bring up 4-5-6. Hayden Sway in. He ended the last inning. He was at the plate, but it was Nolan Horton who got picked off stealing, or caught stealing, not picked off, caught stealing, that ended that inning as he was standing at home plate. So he could come back up and hit once again. It's going to be Landon McAnally as well, and then Jackson Garrett. 4-5-6 coming to the plate for Cheyenne. As Barney is on the mound, and he is ready to go. As first pitch, swinging, and he gets a base hit. Swinging, gets a base hit into left field to get things going for Cheyenne. This top half of the second. Having Barney so far this year on the mound, 2.00 ERA. Very good on the mound. Limiting runs. Got a 1.10 whip as well. 47 strikeouts to 6 walks on the season. First pitch to Landon McAnally. Watches ball one outside. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Landon at home plate. Here comes the 1-0. That one nearly gets Landon. About as close as it gets, but misses him just a little bit on the inside corner for ball two. Sway in over there on first base after his single to start things off. Here comes the 2-0 from Barney. That one's in there for strike one. Landon McAnally, the third baseman for Cheyenne in this first game. He's ready to go. Evan Barney's ready to go. Here it comes. That one laced into right field. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to roll right in front of Dyson Murner. He's going to field it cleanly, throw in, get the cutoff man, and hold Sway in over at second base to keep the force on. So runners on first and second now after the single from McAnally. Bring up Jackson Garrett, the DH, for this Cheyenne team. Jackson Garrett, a big dude. Probably the biggest dude on this team. Oh, both of these teams. Runners on first and second for Cheyenne. No outs in the inning here. Cheyenne is threatening. First pitch to Garrett. A little bit low for ball one. One 0 now to Garrett. Runner still on first and second. Here comes from Barney. That one just misses, maybe a little bit outside for ball two. That was a close one. It's a 2-0 count now to Garrett. Another hitter's count in this inning for a Cheyenne hitter. And here comes the 2-0 from Barney, and that one hit right back up the middle. It's going to grab by Tanner Hamrick. He steps on second base, throw over to first in time for the double play. Great play by Tanner Hamrick. Took it himself, stepped on the bag, and threw over to first to get the 4-3 double play. That's going to bring up Caden Westby, another lefty in this lineup. He watches strike one. Hayden Swayan did move up to third base on that double playground ball, by the way. So runner on third. And Westby watches ball one on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the 7-hole hitter for Cheyenne. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, foul tipped into the glove. Make it strike two. So Barney started off here with 2 runners on. Looking to come out of this. No damage done, and that one's way high, and that's going to be technically, it should be out of play, but it doesn't matter as Swayan comes home to score on the pass ball. That one hit the net, and it got stuck kind of behind the net and in the grooves of the padding behind home plate. So it is going to be a run. They get a 4-1 ball game for Troopers leading. And now nobody on. Westby, here comes the 2-2. That one's a little bit low and outside. So they'll make it a 3-2 count. So payoff pitch to Westby. And here it comes. That one's high as well, so that's going to put Westby on 2-out walk for the 7-hole man. For Cheyenne's going to bring up Peyton Seeley. Peyton Celia, the left fielder, batting in the 8-hole. First pitch to Celia from Barney, a little bit high as well for ball one. And the pickoff move over towards first base, not in time. Westby over there on first. Here comes the 1-0. Nope, another pickoff move towards Westby at first base, but that one not in time either. A 4-1 lead for the Troopers, a 1-0 count to Peyton Seeley, and here it comes. That one's in there for strike one. Here comes the 1-1 to Seeley. That one check swing, and it's fouled off first base side. Make it a 1-2 count. The 1-2 from Barney. Here it comes. Catches the outside corner for strike three. So Barney does get into a little bit of trouble, but a double play. 4-3 unassisted double play from Tanner Hamrick. And then a strikeout of Peyton Seeley finishes it off. It's a 4-1 lead for the Troopers heading into the bottom half of the second inning. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Hi, this is Callie Drell, Mortgage Loan Officer at First Bank of Wyoming. We work hard to provide competitive loan options to fit your unique financial situation. We understand that applying for a loan can be overwhelming, but our team of experienced lenders are with you every step of the way to guide you through the borrowing process. Whether you're looking to purchase a new car, consolidate debt, or finance a home, we'll help you find the perfect loan option. First Bank of Wyoming, Division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Attention home seekers and sellers. Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into reality? Call or come see me, Tristan Geis, at Buffalo Realty ERA Powered, your key to unlocking the perfect real estate experience. With a passion for properties and a knack for matching buyers with their ideal homes, whether you're looking for a starter home, country retreat, or exploring the options of selling, I have the expertise and resources to make it happen. Don't settle and give me a call today. Tristan Geis, Buffalo Realty ERA Powered at 307-217-2331, and let's make it happen.
Hi, I'm County Commissioner Christy Haswell, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball. It's going to be 9-1-2 coming to the plate for the Troopers. Tanner Hamrick will lead things off, followed by Tyler Hutton, then Frankie Maestri. Still Braden Pearson on the mound for Cheyenne. First pitch to Tanner is dribbled. Third baseman fields it cleanly. Throw over to first, a little bit high, but catchable by the first baseman over on first base for out number one. That's going to bring up Tyler Hutton. Got things off. Started off with a ground out to the shortstop in the first inning. He was kind of the only guy that didn't get any action, the 1 through 6 guys. First pitch he sees here in his second at bat is a little bit outside for ball one. Comes the 1-0. That one in there for strike one. Here comes the 1-1 to Hutton. That one swung on and missed. Outside corner to the lefty for strike two. 1-2 count, one out. In the bottom half of the second inning, Troopers leading 4-1. Here comes the 1-2 to Tyler. That one's outside as well for ball two. Two count now. Here it comes. That one hit right back up the middle. It's a slow roller, fielded cleanly by the shortstop. Throw over to first is not in time. Hutton too fast, and he beats it out for an infield single. That was a good job by the shortstop for the Cheyenne team to even get to that. Mason Tafoya had to run a long way to even try to make that play. He did get there, but Tyler Hutton just too fast. Beats out the throw for the infield single. First pitch to Frankie Maestri. In there for strike one. Catches the inside corner. Hutton over on first. Here comes the 0-1. That one hit pretty hard right at Tafoya over at shortstop. He slides, makes the play cleanly. A little bit bobbled on the transfer over at second base as he threw over to second. Bobble on the transfer, though, and the out will stand at second base, but no chance for a double play. So Tyler Hutton will be out on the fielder's choice. And Frankie Maestri reaches on the fielder's choice. And then we got Cale Hamrick coming to the plate. Hamrick had his RBI single back in the first, and he loops one in the infield. It's going to be a pop out for Cale Hamrick to end the inning. So, Troopers did get one on, but none come across. It stays a 4-1 lead for the Troopers. We head to the top half of the third. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Skip the classroom, but not the credits this summer at Sheridan College. Whether you're looking to reduce your fall college workload, have a class to make up, or simply get ahead this summer, their transferable online classes can be taken at your own pace and applied to a degree or certificate, all while enjoying your favorite summer activities and adventures. Registration is open now and classes begin May 13th. So visit Sheridan.edu or call 675-0500 to learn more. Sheridan College, a higher degree of you.
Hi, this is Jill Bates.
And Colton Bates with the Bates team at Best.
We're here to tell you that 2024, our team is focused, motivated, and excited to serve the Sheridan area.
The Bates team understands that it takes a total team effort for a successful sale or purchase, but we also know that there's more to each deal than just working with us.
Wherever you are in your real estate journey, we make sure to connect you with the right group of professionals to get the real estate win you're expecting. Nothing better represents the Sheridan community than working together, and our team is committed to making sure you never feel alone when buying or selling your property.
Give us a call at 675-BEST and visit bestwy.net today.
Proudly brokered by EXP.
Hi, this is Ken Balkenbush with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Just about ready to go here in the top half of the third inning. It's going to be 9-1-2 for Cheyenne here coming to the plate. It's going to be Cade Cotes. Lead things off. And after that, Mason Tafoya and Nolan Horton. First pitch to Cotes, a little bit inside for ball one. Avin Barney still on the mound for the Troopers. And the 1-0, that one's a little bit low and inside as well to the righty to make it a 2-0 count. Here comes the 2-0. Swung on and missed by Cotes. It was a big hack there. Didn't come up with anything, though. Nothing but air to make it a 2-1 count. And here comes the 2-1. That one fouled off as well. First base side out of play. So that'll make it a 2-2 count. Cotes playing second base for Cheyenne. And here comes the 2-2. That one a little bit high. Breaking ball that didn't get back into the zone. So make it a 3-2 count. Here comes the 3-2 from Barney. That one's blooped, but it's going to stay in the infield. Tanner Hamrick's going to catch it on the fly for out number one. That's going to bring up Mason Tafoya, the leadoff man. Struck out swinging back in the first to start this game off. Has had some pretty solid plays over at shortstop as well in this game. First pitch to Tafoya is hit hard right at Cale Hamrick over at shortstop. He fields it cleanly on a hop and throw over to first in time for out number two. That's going to bring up Nolan Horton. He singled, then got caught stealing in the first to end that inning. But he's officially 1 for 1 on the day. Horton, the center fielder. Barney is ready to go. Here comes the first pitch to Horton. That one a little bit low and outside for ball one. So 1-0 count. Here it comes. And that one, breaking ball, a little bit in front of home plate to make it a 2-0 count. Here comes the 2-0. That one high. So that'll be a 3-0 count. Here comes the 3-0 from Barney. That one in there. Caught the inside corner to the righty. 4-strike 1. And here comes the 3-1. That one a little bit inside for ball 4. Yeah, it looks like it was ball 4. He was, player thought, Nolan Horton over on at the plate thought that he called it a strike. The home plate umpire called it a strike, but it was ball 4. So he's on. The 2-out walk. Corey Williams going to come to the plate now. Lefty-lefty matchup here. And the first pitch to Williams is hit pretty hard, but foul. Third base side. Not going to be in play for Riley Green out there in left. Made a good running attempt at it, but too far foul. Allowed strike 1, so an 0-1 count to the 3-hole hitter, Corey Williams. He struck out looking back in the first inning. And here comes the 0-1. That one a little bit high and outside for ball 2, or ball 1, excuse me. The 1-1 now to Williams. That one's fouled off. So we get a 1-2 count. 1-2, 2 down in the inning. One runner on first. Troopers still lead 4-1 here in the top half of the third inning. And here comes the 1-2. That one fouled off as well. Third base side. It's going to be out of play. So 1-2 count now. Or 1-2 count it stays, I guess I should say. Here comes the 1-2. That one in there. Gets Williams looking again. And that is going to end the inning and bringing the Troopers back up to the plate here in the bottom half of the third. Troopers still leading 4-1. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Wyoming Corporate Office is the trusted business choice behind thousands of businesses. Whether it's business formation, payroll, corporate paperwork, mail scanning service, or small business phone service, Wyoming Corporate Office powers over 100,000 businesses worldwide and locally. This makes Wyoming Corporate Office the state's largest business-to-business service provider, located right here in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're drowning in corporate paperwork looking for someone with an unmatched experience that cares and wants to be your partner in making your business successful, trust that Wyoming Corporate Office can help you focus on what makes your business tick. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
Hi, this is Taylor Ganley, mortgage specialist with Campco Federal Credit Union. Let your real estate investments work for you. If you are needing funds for a home improvement project or a debt consolidation option with a fair interest rate, call or come visit with me about our home equity line of credit options or our second mortgage program at Campco Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Jeff Tomlinson with Stiefel Financial, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball. Troopers leading 4-1 as we head into the bottom half of the third inning. Troopers going to bring to the plate Evan Barney, Tyler Reese, and then Blaine Phillips. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup order. And then after Barney, we'll see what happens. Barney, the pitcher here in this game to start things off. And Braden Pearson still on the mound for Cheyenne as well. First pitch to Barney is a little bit low on its side to the lefty for ball 1. Barney start this game 1 for 1. He's got a single, an RBI single back in the first. Scored on a pass ball as well. Here comes the 1-0. That one hit pretty well, but again, foul. Third base side out of play. So a 1-1 count to Barney. Here it comes. That one hit pretty hard back up the middle towards Mason DeFornia. He's going to field it cleanly. Throw over to first in time for out number 1. We've seen a lot of sure-handed shortstops. Cale Hamrick probably being one of the top ones. And then right below him, if not 1B, 1A, 1B, Mason Tafoya over there at shortstop. Really looks like he has a good feel for the shortstop position. Tyler Reese into the plate now for the Troopers. First pitch he sees is a little bit high for ball 1. Reese so far today, he's singled. Back in the first, came around to score as well. So he's 1 for 1 on the day. The 1-0 count now to Reese. Here it comes. That one swung on and missed. 4 strike 1. Maybe a little bit low and inside, but took a hack at it nonetheless. Came up empty. 4 strike 1. Here comes the 1-1. That one low and away for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Reeson. And here it comes. That one low and inside for ball 3. So 3-1 count to the 5-hole man for the Troopers. Blaine Phillips waiting on deck. Here comes the 3-1. That one is low as well, so that'll be a walk for Tyler Reeson to bring up Blaine Phillips. And Blaine Phillips already has an RBI single back in the first inning as well. Part of that 4-run first inning for the Troopers. Tyler Reeson over on first base. Phillips, the lefty, coming to the plate. And we got an untied shoe on Blaine Phillips, so we're going to get a pause. So he fixes that problem. Now he's ready to go. 4-1 lead for the Troopers, looking to expand it here in the bottom of the third with a runner on and 1 down in the inning. Here comes the first pitch to Blaine Phillips outside for ball 1 to the lefty. No count now to Phillips. Here it comes. That one a little bit outside as well to make it a 2-0 count. Here comes the 2-0 to Phillips. Here it comes. That one in there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the inning. One out coming way of Avid Barney to start things off. Pickoff move over towards first base, but back in time is Reeson. Avid Barney grounded out to the shortstop. Then after him, Tyler Reeson walked. And now he's still on first base with Blaine Phillips up to the plate. Here comes the 2-1. He squares around a bunt, puts down a perfect bunt. And the throw over to first, the only option, is in time to get Phillips for out number 2. Sack bunt there by Blaine Phillips is going to bring up Riley Green for the Troopers. Riley Green struck out looking back in the first inning. Reeson now on second after the sack bunt from Phillips. 2 down in the inning. Troopers will love to get at least 1 across here, especially after that sack bunt before this inning is over. Comes the first pitch to Riley Green, swung on and missed from the left fielder for strike number 1. Reeson gets his lead over at second base. And here comes the 0-1 to Riley Green. Now we're going to get time. Got a baseball on the field, or a wiffle ball on the field over in left. So quick pause in the action. Now we're ready to go. And here comes the 0-1 to Riley Green. That one fouled off into the screen behind home plate. So a quick 0-2 count to Riley. Oh, 2 to Riley Green. 0-2, 2 down. Tyler Reeson over on second. And here comes the 0-2. That one a little bit outside to the righty for ball one. Riley Green wanted to offer at it, but he held back. So make it a 1-2 count to the left fielder. And here comes the 1-2 from Pearson. Catches the outside corner, gets Green looking again for out number 3. And that ends the inning for the Troopers. We head into the top half of the 4th. Troopers leading still 4-1. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Farmers Co-op, home of the 99-cent soda, invites you to start your day off right with that first cup of Morning Joe and a little something to go from their awesome bakery rack. Then come back for lunch. By now, I know you've heard me talk about their mouth-watering sausages, but they also have a variety of hot and cold sandwiches along with a soup of the day. They really do have it all at Farmers Co-op, 1450 Coffee Avenue in Sheridan.
In the realm of law, precision and expertise are paramount. Just as in baseball, where every play requires skill and strategy, McCool Law Firm, LLC brings a professional approach to the legal field. The McCool Law Firm's areas of practice include business law, estate planning, and real estate, incorporating the intricate nuances of farm and ranch matters. McCool Law Firm, protecting your legacy. Let them step up to bat for you. Find out more and schedule a consultation at McCoolLawFirmLLC.com or call 307-461-9240.
Hi, this is Brent Wolf with Sheridan Motors, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Thorne Rider Park, Ernie Rodolini Field. Troopers leading 4-1 as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. Coming to the plate, Hayden Swayin for Cheyenne. 4-5-6, Hayden Swayin, Landon McAnally, and Jackson Garrett. And the first pitch to Swayin is fouled off, first base side, out of play. A 1 count to Swayin. Avon Barty still on the mound for the Troopers. Gets a quick 0-1 count to the 4-hole hitter. Swayin singled back in the second. Came around to score as well. He swings and misses at that one to make it a quick 0-2 count. So an 0-2 to Sway, and here it comes from Barney. That one bounced way in front of home plate to make it a 1-2 count. Sway in the catcher for the Cheyenne squad. And here comes the 1-2, and that one bounces in front of home plate as well to make it a 2-2 count. And here comes the 2-2. That one a little bit low for ball 3. So it goes from 0-2 to 3-2. Good at bat here from Swayin. And here comes the 3-2. That one a little bit low as well. So ball 4 puts the leadoff man on board on the base paths for Cheyenne. We are going to get a quick meeting here from head coach Austin Cowan. See if he makes any changes. Probably not. But we will see. He takes the slow trot out towards the pitcher's mound. Looks like he's just having a quick word with Avon Barney on the mound here. The walk from Swayan is going to bring up Landon McAnally. He grounded into, or excuse me, didn't ground into. He was one of the victims of a 4 unassisted double play. Didn't write down what he did. I believe he walked, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't write it down. Good scorekeeping here by James Timberlake. So Landon McAnally is going to come to the plate. The lefty, he's ready to go as Austin Cowan comes off the mound. Abbott Barney still on the bump for the Troopers. Swayan over on first. No outs in the inning. 4-1 lead for the Troopers. Here comes the first pitch to Landon. That was laced into right field for a base hit. And fielded by Dyson Murner. And that's going to allow Swayan to move up to second base. This is actually exactly what happened last inning. Now that I'm remembering it, that's not when Landon McAnally didn't walk. He hit a single. That's exactly what he did in the first inning. Or in his first back in the second inning, I should say. And that's going to bring up Jackson Garrett. And Garrett was the hitter who hit into that 4 unassisted double play. 4-3 double play. And the same exact scenario. No outs. Runners on first and second. First pitch to Garrett Jackson's a little bit outside. 4-1. So Evan Barney going to need to do the same thing he did the last time he was in the situation. Another ground ball. Try to get a double play from Garrett Jackson. Here comes the 1-0 to Jackson. That one's low for ball 2. Count to the DH. And here it comes. That one hit hard right at Tanner Hamrick again. This time he's going to have to field it, throw over to second. Gets 1 and throw back to first. Gets 2. Same scenario. Same result. Can't ask for much more than that if you are Avon Barney. This time it's a 4-6 double play. 4-6-3 double play, I should say. Excuse me. And Hayden Swayan now moves over towards third base as well. But gets the double play nonetheless. The exact same thing happened, except this time it wasn't unassisted from Tanner Hamrick. First pitch to Caden Westby after the double play. He watches ball 1. Actually, second pitch, he watched a strike 1 as well. So it's a 1-1 count to Westby. And here comes the 1-1. That one's looped into center field. It's going to be a tough play for Hutton, but he runs in and makes the grab for out number 3. So, Avon Barney and the Troopers get out of the jam. Still 4-1 lead as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. We're listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Time to rev up your engines for Waring Chevrolet's free Customer Appreciation Barbecue. Join the Waring team this Friday from 11:30 to 1:30 for delicious food, great company, amazing giveaways, General Manager Doug Wooden.
Bob, come on down. Enjoy mouth-watering barbecue while you register to win fantastic prizes like oil changes, free detailing, free alignments, as well as hats, pens, and much more. It's the Waring way of showing appreciation to our fabulous customers.
See you Friday, 11:30 to 1:30, Waring Chevrolet for their Customer Appreciation Barbecue, free for everyone. 107 East Alger, online, WaringSheridan.com.
Moss Holders Design Center proudly supports our young student athletes in Sheridan County. Being a member of a successful team takes determination, a strong work ethic, and great leadership. It's those qualities that have defined Moss Holders over the last 115 years in Sheridan. We're proud of the Moss Holders legacy, and we're proud of our local athletes and coaches. Let the talented and hardworking staff at Moss Holders help you with your next furniture purchase or design project. Moss Holders wishes each and every team the best of luck this season.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO. Troopers leading 4-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's going to be 8-9-1 coming to the plate for the Troopers. Dyson Murner will lead things off, followed by Tanner Hamrick, and then Tyler Hutton back at the top of the lineup. Still Braden Pearson as well on the mound. As Dyson Murner stepped to the plate, we're just about ready to go here. Dyson Murner grounded out to the pitcher back in the first inning to conclude that 4-run first inning for the Troopers. And the first pitch here that he sees is in there, catches the outside corner for strike one to the right-hander. 0-1 count to Dyson Murner, playing right field here today. Here comes the 0-1. That one catches the outside corner as well. Two good pitches from Pearson to make it a quick 0-2 count. And here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed. A 3-pitch strikeout to Dyson Murner to get the bottom half of the fourth inning going. Tanner Hamrick going to come to the plate now. Tanner Hamrick grounded out to the third baseman back in the second inning. And the first pitch to Tanner Hamrick in the second at bat. A little bit high and inside for ball one. Troopers did get that big first inning, but not a lot of action in terms of on the base pass for the Troopers since then. Tanner Hamrick watches strike one there on the outside corner. Lineup's gotten a little bit more quiet as the game has gone along. 1-1 count now to Tanner, and here comes that one. Dribbled second base side, going to be fielded cleanly by the second baseman. Throw over to first in time for out number 2. Tyler Hutton's going to come to the plate now. Tyler Hutton so far today, grounded out to the shortstop in the first and singled back in the second. Was the victim of a fielder's choice as well in the second. So 2 down in the inning now, top of the order. Tyler Hutton to the plate. And here comes the first pitch to Tyler Hutton. A little curveball that was outside for ball one. Here comes the 1-0. That one popped to left field. Going to be a long run, and play is made over in left field. Peyton Seeley runs it down for out number 3. So the Troopers go 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top half of the 5th inning. You're listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Getting behind the wheel is likely the most dangerous thing you'll do this week. Yet too many of us in Wyoming continue to ignore the best way to improve our odds in a crash. The 3 seconds it takes to buckle your seatbelt can mean the difference between life and death in a rollover crash. Just 3 seconds. It's simple. It's effective. So why are we still not doing it? Buckle up, Wyoming. Click it or ticket. This message brought to you by WYDOT.
This is Terry Winnup with Sheridan Physical Therapy, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Trooper Stadium, Thornrider Park. We're ready to go here in the top half of the 5th. First pitch from Avon Barney to start things off. Catches the outside corner for strike one to Peyton Seeley. So quick 0-1 count. He struck out looking back in the second. And this time he hits one hard right at Cale Hamrick. He has to field it on a hop, but it bounces on him and does not make the throw in time. So Seeley will reach on an E6. E6 to lead things off here for Cheyenne in the top half of the fifth. It's going to bring up Cade Cotes. Cade Cotes, the 9-hole hitter, and he popped out to the second baseman in his first at-bat. He watches ball one there, a little bit high. The leadoff man is on for Cheyenne over on first base. Here comes the 1-0. That one outside for ball two. Evan Barney's gone 4 strong innings here so far today. Love to get one more out of him if you can, if you're Austin Cowan. And fouled off the 2-0 pitch from Cotes. It's a 2-1 count. And Barney ready to go. Here comes the 2-1 to the 9-hole hitter. No pickoff move over at first, but back in time is Seeley. Two-one count now. And here comes that one. Fouled off as well. First base side out of play. Good packed stadium here today for the Troopers and Cheyenne. Have a big marquee matchup. If it's not Cheyenne versus Sheridan, it's Gillette versus Sheridan, at least in not football, in baseball, anyways. Here comes the 2-2. That one's way outside from Barney to make it a 3-2 count. And the 3-2 from Barney. That one swung on and missed for strikeout to Cotes. Barney gave a little fist pump there as he was excited with himself. Big first out. It's going to bring up to the top of the lineup. Mason Tafoya, shortstop. He struck out in the first and grounded out to the shortstop in the third. 0 for 2 on the day. Peyton Seeley still over there on first base. First pitch to Tafoya is a little bit high for ball one. In order to have a rivalry, in my opinion, you got to be able to have two teams that play well against each other. And then, from that, continue to have garnered or good success in the future. As that one's a little bit high for ball two, so a 2-0 count to Mason Tafoya. This matchup, not really a rivalry. Cheyenne's continued dominance on the field. Troopers haven't won a state title since the 90s. As that one's hit pretty well into center field. Going back is Hutton, still going back, and it gets over the wall for a home run. Wow, that did not sound like it was hit very well, but that ball just kept on carrying. And it's a home run from the shortstop, Mason Tafoya, to make it a 4-3 lead for the Troopers. That's going to bring up Nolan Horton. So now a 4-3 lead for the Troopers. And here comes the first pitch to Horton. Swung on and missed. 4-1. Good bounce back pitch there by Barney. Here comes the 0-1. That one a little bit low and outside for ball one. As I was saying before the home run, this matchup not really a rivalry, but as that one's catches the outside corner for strike two, it's a good gauging point for the Troopers. The Troopers are always amped to play in this game because you really do get an idea of where you're at as a club, and you're playing against the best of the best. The Cheyenne team, obviously, with how much success they've had, as that one's inside for ball two. How much success they've had, they've got a target on their back basically every single year. And it really hasn't mattered, but you're going to get the best attempt from every ball club that you play against. So not really a rivalry, just you're getting You're getting another team's best shot, per se. Here comes the 2-2 from Barney. And check swing. No check down at first. So it's going to be a 3-2 count to Nolan Horton. Still one down in the inning. It's a 4-3 lead now for the Troopers. And strike three is called on that pitch. Sits down Nolan Horton. That's going to bring up Corley Williams. Williams, the right fielder, he's struck out twice so far today. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to Williams is lined right at Cale Hamrick, who makes the grab in the air for out number 3. But 2-run home run from Mason Tafoya cuts the lead down to 1 for the Troopers. A 4-3 ball game as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
With competitive rates and personalized solutions, now is the time to make your move into a new home. Hi, this is Whitney Sweeney, mortgage loan originator at First Northern Bank of Wyoming. Our experienced mortgage team is here to help you navigate the mortgage process and find the perfect solution for your needs. Visit our website at firstnorthern.bank or stop by our mortgage department located at 36 North Gould Street to take the first step towards achieving your home ownership goals. We look forward to working with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1124841.
McDonald's presents Burger Reviews by Hamburglar. Today's review, the hotter, juicier classic burgers. Mr. Hamburglar. Robble, robble. He said, of all the McDonald's burgers I've ever hamburgled, these are the hottest, juiciest, and tastiest. Robble.
There's still one to gobble if one gets robbled. With buy one, get one Big Mac for $1. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Robble.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Trooper Baseball, Thorn Rider Park, Ernie Radolini Field. Troopers lead 4-3 after a 2-run home run from Mason Tafoya for Cheyenne. Cut the lead down by 2. So now a 4-3 lead. We're going to get 2-3-4 come to the plate for the Troopers. Frankie Maestri going to lead things off, followed by Cale Hamrick and then Avin Barney. We'll see if Avin Barney stays in that spot. Maybe some changes in the lineup and whatnot because he is pitching, so we'll see if that changes. But for now, Frankie Maestri steps up to the plate. First pitch he sees, still Pearson on the mound for Cheyenne. He watches ball 1 on the outside to get things started. 1-0 count. Here comes the 1-0 to Maestri. That one outside as well. So a quick 2-0 count to Frankie. Frankie, so far today, he walked back in the first, came around to score, and reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Technically 0 for 0 on the day with a run scored. Here comes the 2-0 to Maestri. That one's high and inside for ball 3. We're getting some arms warmed up in the pen for Cheyenne. Or at least one arm in the pen warmed up. It's a 3-0 count to Maestri, the 2-hole hitter. Leadoff man here. Also getting an arm warmed up in the Trooper bullpen as well. That one's outside for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to start things off for the Troopers in this bottom half of the 5th. Perfect starting point for Cale Hamrick to come to the plate with. We are having a meeting on the mound really quickly between Hayden Swayan and Braden Pearson. Having a quick conversation. Pearson, not much rope left here in terms of leeway, if you will. He's gone good, pretty solid day so far. Outside of that first inning where he gave up 4, bunch of zeros on the scoreboard after that. We'll see what happens here. But with Frankie Maestri over on first and Cale Hamrick up to the plate, and right in the back, that one hits Cale Hamrick, and he's just gonna have to walk it off. He's all right. It looks like running down to first base. So 4-pitch walk to Frankie Maestri, and then the next pitch Cale Hamrick gets hit in the back, so not ideal for Braden Pearson. And now that leash is even shorter. Avin Barney still going to come up to the plate here. Thought maybe they would see a change in the lineup, but no change here. As Barney comes to the plate. So runners on first and second now, no outs. Troopers still leading 4-3 and threatening here. First pitch to Avin Barney, squares around a bunt, but pulls back on ball one. Frankie Maestri over on second, and Cale Hamrick on first. So technically 6 straight balls here by Braden Pearson. A 4-pitch walk to Maestri, a hit by pitch to Cale Hamrick, and now a 1-0 count to Barney. Here comes the 1-0. That one bunt laid down, but goes foul. To make it a 1-1 count to Barney. So 1-1 here comes from Pearson. Runners on first and second, squares around again, Barney does, but that time pulls back for a ball on the outside. So 2-1 count now to Barney. Barney looking to give himself a little bit of cushion here if possible. Give up that 2-run home run, looking to a little payback here if possible. 2-1 count now. And here comes another square around a bunt. Perfect bunt down the third base line. That's going to get Maestri up to third. Cale Hamrick up to second, and Barney beats any throw. There was no throw, and he gets all the way down to first. So that works as well. Meant to be a sac bunt. Will load the bases for Tyler Reeson, who has been the power hitter, if you will, for this Trooper lineup so far this season, and could not be coming in at a better time. Looks like we are going to get a pitching change, so we are going to take a quick break. We'll get you the updated lineups and whatnot here in just a second in the pitching change. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
JT.
And Addison from EBIA Hearing and Sound.
We are excited to share that Addison Dempsey, our new doctor of audiology, is now accepting patients.
We offer comprehensive care in our evaluations and technology offerings, and we look forward to helping you reconnect with your loved ones.
EBIA Hearing and Sound, 1273 Coffeen Avenue, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or stone? You need to contact the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it can be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project, residential or commercial. Give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971, or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports, because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. Buffalo Fed Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Runny noses, sore throats, and nagging coughs are everywhere. However, there's still time to protect you, your family, and your community from the spread of the flu. Call One Health to schedule your annual flu shot. Available for those 6 months and older, a flu shot can...
Hi, I'm County Commissioner Christy Haswell, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
So, Troopers have bases loaded with Tyler Reeson coming to the plate, and Cheyenne's going to give them their best shot here, their best arm, at least over the last few days. Ethan Riesdorfer And the first pitch from Riestorfer to Tyler Reeson catches the outside corner for strike one. As I mentioned earlier, Riestorfer coming off a perfect game just a couple days ago in Rapid City. He hasn't pitched that much so far this season, but he has been lights out, has yet to allow a run, obviously, so far this season. He only has 10 innings pitched, but no runs allowed. And the 0-1 in there for strike two to Tyler Reeson. 0 runs allowed and 15 strikeouts to 2 walks so far this year from Riestorfer. So a quick 0-2 count to Reeson as well. Base is still loaded. Maestri on third, Cale Hamrick on second, and Barney on first as Reeson watches a ball one on the outside to make it a 1-2 count. Still no outs in the inning here. Troopers lead 4-3. I'm looking to give themselves a little bit more of a cushion if possible. And we're going to get time from Reeson behind home plate. Here comes the 1-2 to Reeson. Swung on and missed for strike three. Sit down Reeson for out number one for the Troopers. That's going to bring up Blaine Phillips, the lefty. Base is still loaded. One down in the inning now. 4-3 lead for the Troopers. And Troopers need to get at least one across here for them to say this was a successful half inning. Comes the first pitch from Riestorfer to Blaine Phillips. He watches ball one a little bit low. 1-0 count. And here comes the 1-0. That one swung on and missed by Blaine Phillips. Swings at a ball that was a little bit high. And Riestorfer ready. Here it comes, the 1-1. That one fouled off, first base side, out of play. So a quick 1-2 count to Blaine Phillips, the catcher for the Troopers. One down in the inning after the strikeout from Reeson. And here comes the 1-2 from Riestorfer. Swung on and missed by Phillips for out number two. That's going to bring up Riley Green. Riley Green so far today, he struck out twice, both looking. He will look to knock in at least one here if possible. Here comes the first pitch to Green. Breaking ball, it's a little bit outside for ball one. Here comes the 1-0 from Riestorfer. That one a little bit low for ball two, so hitters count for Phillips. Base is still loaded. Maestri on third, Hamrick on second, Barney on first. 2 down in the inning now after 2 consecutive strikeouts. Here comes the 2-0. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. The 2-1 count now. And here it comes. Swung on and missed by Green. Make it a 2-2 count. It's now payoff pitch here from Riestorfer to Green. Troopers in danger of leaving the bases loaded here after having them loaded with no outs. Here comes the 2-2. Outside for ball three. There's a throw down at third, but nothing doing there. So now the runners will be going. So 3-2 count, 2 outs. Walker knock situation here for Riley Green. Restorfer ready. And here it comes. The 3-2 runners going. In there for strike three. Riley Green goes down looking once again. And that will end the inning. So the Troopers load the bases with no outs and then 3 straight strikeouts, all from Ethan Restorfer. Ends the inning, and stays a 4-3 lead for the Troopers as we head into the top half of the 6th. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
Runny noses, sore throats, and nagging coughs are everywhere. However, there's still time to protect you, your family, and your community from the spread of the flu. Call One Health to schedule your annual flu shot. Available for those 6 months and older, a flu shot can lessen the flu severity, prevent hospitalization, and even death. Visit your local One Health clinic to make arrangements for your annual flu shot. Visit onechc.org for more information.
Did you know Sheridan Motors is Sheridan's only locally owned and operated new vehicle dealership? That means when we thrive, Sheridan directly benefits. We're proud to support our hometown through sponsorships, good deeds, and excellent full-time jobs with benefits. Stop by your locally owned and operated Sheridan Motors to check out our incredible selection and find out what's coming soon. We know you have a choice when it comes to shopping for new and used cars, servicing your vehicle, and purchasing tires. On behalf of Sheridan Motors' entire team, thank you for your business.
Hi, this is Ken Balkenbush with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
4-3 lead as we head into the top half of the 6th. Coming to the plate to start things off, Hayden Swayin. He watches strike one. Avid Barney still on the mound for the Troopers. He's done a very good job so far today. 0-1 count to Swayin. Here it comes. That one fouled off as well, so to make it an 0-2 count to the catcher for the Troopers. Swain so far today singled back in the second, came around to score on a wild pitch, and walked in the fourth. So 1 for 1 on the day, I should say, as he grounds it over to Cale Hamrick at short, fields it on a hop throw over to first in time for out number 1. A little bit of a bobble over there by Cale Hamrick, but picks it up with his bare hand and hurls it over to first base to get the out. That's going to bring up Landon McAnally. Landon, the third baseman so far today, he's singled back in the second and singled back in the fourth as well. He's 1 for 1 on the day, 2 for 2 on the day. He watches ball 1, and this time the 1-0 fouled off third base side. May have a play over there. No, it's going to land out of play. Frankie Maestri gave it a look, ran over to the fence, but landed just over the other side of the fence to make it a 1-1 count to McAnally. McAnally's basically had 2 singles in the exact same spot, back-to-back at bats, right in right field in front of Dyson Murner. Watches strike 2 there, on the outside corner, make it a 1-2 count. Alvin Barney done a very good job today. He did give up a 2-run home run, and that one is hit into left field. Riley Green's going to get under it and make the play for out number 2. It's going to bring up Jackson Garrett, the DH. And the 2-run home run from Mason Tafoya. And then a single that ended up being also a wild pitch that allowed Hayden Swayin to score. And that's the extent of the scoring so far today for the Cheyenne lineup. First pitch to Jackson Garrett. I just flipped his name around. Jackson Garrett is a little bit low for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. That one in there for strike 1. Check swing seemingly went around. Garrett did. Garrett, the DH for Cheyenne. Here comes the 1-1. That one swung on and missed by Garrett. They get a 1-2 count. Here comes the 1-2. That one swung on and missed. Barney's pumped up. He's going to come back to the dugout, and I would assume, after having a short inning there, seemingly get the ball going into the top half of the 7th as well. We head into the bottom half of the 6th. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
Loans can help people when they need money. Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union makes loans. So does that mean Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union helps people? You bet it does. That's what it's all about. When you're a credit union member, that means you're also an owner. And practically anyone in the Sheridan area can be a member by becoming a customer. At Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union, located at 141 South Gould, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
Hi there, this is Jim and Chosby with Stiefel Financial. You're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
We head into the bottom half of the 6th inning. Troopers leading 4-3. Dyson Murner going to come up to the plate and lead things off. It's going to be 8-9-1 on the lineup card for the Troopers. Murner, then Tanner Hamrick, and then Tyler Hutton. And they will look to get an insurance run here possibly. Ethan Riesdorfer still on the mound for Cheyenne as Murner fouls the first pitch off. Back into the screen for strike one. Riesdorfer came on, struck out the first 3 guys he saw in a bases-loaded situation. Here comes the 0-1. That one lined into right center field. That's going to be a base hit for Dyson Murner. He's going to take the turn and try to get to second. And he's going to get a stand-up double to lead things off here in this 6th inning. Good piece of hitting by Dyson Murner. Tanner Hamrick going to come to the plate now. Good job by Dyson Murner. Riesdorfer had everything going for him when he came up to the plate, and there was really a lot of stuff that seemed like he was not, or the Troopers were going to come up and not really be able to touch Riesdorfer. But right there, Dyson Murner just puts one in the right center gap, rolls all the way to the wall, and he's got a stand-up double to show for it. And now they're threatening again, the Troopers. No outs, and Tanner Hamrick coming to the plate. Pickoff move. Back towards Murner. It was pretty close, but Murner gets back in time. Tanner Hamrick so far today grounded out to the third baseman and grounded out to the second baseman. So 0 for 2 on the day. Love to just get one in the outfield, try to bring home Dyson Murner. We do have quick time here. And now we're ready to go. And here comes the first pitch to Hamrick, and that one's fouled off. It's fouled off as a bunt attempt by Tanner. It was fouled off right at home plate. So it's an 0-1 count to Tanner Hamrick. We'll see what the call is here to the 9-hole hitter. Tries to square down once again. We do have another baseball on the field. A quick fix. Ready to go. So now an 0-1 count to Tanner Hamrick. We're ready to go. And Riesdorfer gets his sign down at home plate. And here comes the 0-1. Hit pretty well into left field and dropped by the left fielder. It got into his glove and then popped out of it. Well hit ball there by Tanner Hamrick. So that will be a double from Tanner Hamrick. Fortunately, it looked like it was going to be caught by the left fielder out there. That's Peyton Sealy. Landed in his glove, landed in his glove and just kind of popped out. That was going to be a tough play. I'm putting it down as a double. Not an error by Sealy. It's going to be a tough play regardless. And Murner was only able to move up to third because of that as well, because he thought it was caught. So runners on second and third now. Tyler Hutton going to come to the plate, and they're going to intentionally walk Tyler Hutton, it looks like. Load the bases, get the force out at any bag. And that's going to bring up Frankie Maestri. So big opportunity here again for the Troopers. Bases loaded, no outs once again. And here's the first pitch to Maestri. That one's blocked nicely as it was in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Hayden Swayan. Make it a 1-0 count to Frankie Maestri, but nothing moving on the base paths. So a 1-0 count to Frankie Maestri. And here it comes. That one low and away for ball 2. So if you're Maestri, you'll take a walk here as well. That'll be an RBI walk if he's able to work one here. Got Murner on third, Hamrick on second, and Hutton on first. And that one outside as well for ball 3. Another good stop by Swain to keep that one in front of him. But now a 3-0 count to the 2-hole hitter, Frankie Maestri. More than likely taken all the way here, I would imagine. And he is, and that one's in there for strike 1. So 3-1 count to the third baseman. And here it comes. That one catches, no, outside for ball 4. And that's an RBI walk from Frankie Maestri. So they get that cushion that they need here with the RBI walk from Frankie Maestri. It's going to bring up Cale Hamrick. If Cale Hamrick can get a whole one, he can break it open here. Tanner Hamrick, his brother, over on third. Tyler Hutton on second. Maestri on first. And he watches strike 1 on the outside corner from Ethan Riesdorfer. Ethan Riesdorfer was lights out coming in relief in that 5th inning. 3 straight strikeouts, and he struggled a little bit here in this 6th inning. Here comes the next pitch to Cale Hamrick. That one's outside for ball 1, so a 1-1 count to the 3-hole man for the Troopers. An RBI single back in the first, popped out to the second baseman in the second, and got hit by a pitch in the 5th. Here comes the 1-1 to Cale Hamrick. That one fouled back into the screen behind home plate. Make it a 1-2 count. Evan Barney is on deck for the Troopers, so seemingly will be, at the very least, a possibility of being out there again come the 7th inning. Here comes the 1-2 to Cale Hamrick. That one swung on and missed by Cale. So Cale goes down swinging. A big out there by Cheyenne. Ethan Riesdorfer on the mound. Get the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Evan Barney. Barney had an RBI single in the first as well. Grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd. And then singled again in the 5th. So he's 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch to Evan Barney. Here it comes. That one dribbled. Third base side. It's going to be foul. So still Tanner Hamrick over on third. Tyler Hutton on second. Frankie Maestri on first. 1 down in the inning. It's a 5-3 lead now for the Troopers after the RBI walk from Maestri. And here comes the 0-1. High and away for ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me, not ball 2. It's a 1-1 count. And here comes the 1-1 from Riesdorfer. That one fouled off as well, third base side, to make it a 1-2 count. Loud foul ball. 1-2 count now to Evan Barney, and here it comes. Swung on and missed by Barney. He went chasing on a high fastball for a strikeout, and out number 2 here in the inning. That's going to bring up Tyler Reeson. Reeson so far today singled, came around to score in the first, walked in the third, and struck out in the fifth. And again, as the power man, he's got a big opportunity here. Base is still loaded, 2 down. And the first pitch he sees, he swings and misses at 4, strike 1. So Rietzdorfer has settled down a little bit here in the last 2 batters. Maybe he just pitches a little better with the bases loaded. Who knows? Here comes the 0-1 to Reeson. That one outside for ball 1. Just a little bit outside. Just a 1-1 count now to Reeson. 2 down in the inning, 5-3 lead for the Troopers. Here comes the 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2. Good breaking ball. Broke back over the heart of the plate to the right-hander. So a 1-2 count now. Base is still juiced. Tanner Hamrick on third. Tyler Hutton on second. Frankie Maestri on first. Tyler Reeson, on the plate. And here comes the 1-2. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. So the Troopers do get the bases loaded again. This time do get 1 across, but only 1 across. It's a 5-3 lead for the Troopers as we head into the top half of the 7th. Barney will come out and try to finish off the complete game. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
Mossholders Design Center proudly supports our young student athletes in Sheridan County. Being a member of a successful team takes determination, a strong work ethic, and great leadership. It's those qualities that have defined Mossholders over the last 115 years in Sheridan. We're proud of the Mossholders legacy, and we're proud of our local athletes and coaches. Let the talented and hardworking staff at Mossholders help you with your next furniture purchase or design project. Mossholders wishes each and every team the best of luck this season.
Hi, this is Brent Wolf with Sheridan Motors, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
So 5-3 lead for the Troopers as we head into the top half of the 7th inning. Evan Barney will look to finish off a complete game, if possible, against the Cheyenne Post 6 team. It's going to be 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate for Cheyenne. Caden Westby going to lead things off, followed by Peyton Seeley, and then Cade Cotez to round things out. The first pitch to Westby. In there for strike 1 from Barney. Barney's got 6 strikeouts on the day. He's coming into his 7th inning of work here. He's gone 6 innings, coming into his 7th inning of work. The 1-0 is hit right back at Evan Barney. He fields it clean. The throw over to first is in time and gets out number 1. And that's going to bring up Peyton Seeley. Peyton Seeley so far today. Struck out back in the 2nd and reached on an error in the 5th and came around to score thanks to a 2-run home run from Mason Tafoya. First pitch to Peyton. That one's in there for strike 1. So Barney working quickly here. And that one, a little bit inside for ball 1. And here comes the 1-1. And that one popped. It's going to be in play. It's going to be a tough play by either Tanner Hamrick or Dyson Murner. Tanner Hamrick who runs out in right field and makes the play for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Cade Coates. Cotez. The 9-hole man. He popped out to the second baseman back in the third, and then struck out swinging back in the fifth. 2 down in the inning. 1 out away from a complete game for Evan Barney. He throws strike 1 to start Cotez off. Here comes the 0-1 to Cotez. That one a little bit low for ball 1. Breaking ball that was maybe broke a little bit below the strike zone. So 1-1 count to the 9-hole hitter. Here comes the 1-1. That one fouled off first base side. It's going to get out of play. So now, Cheyenne down to their last strike here in this first game. We will be back after this first game. It's a doubleheader today, so we'll be back at the start of the second game. Here comes the 1-2. That one a little bit high for ball 2. So it's a 2-2 count to Cotez. 2 down in the inning. 5-3 lead for the Troopers. Here it comes. That one a little bit low as well to make it a 3-2 count. If you're Barney, you want to have this end right here. You do not want to bring the top of the order back up for Cheyenne, especially Mason Tafoya. He's already homered off of Evan Barney here today. Here comes a 3-2. Low for ball 4. So they does walk the 9-hole man. And we're going to see Austin Cowan come out. And we are going to get a pitching change. Evan Barney will not get the opportunity. Well, he did get the opportunity. He will not be able to finish off the complete game, but a fantastic pitching performance nonetheless from Evan Barney. He is going to get a big round of applause as he comes off of the field and off the mound. It's going to be Frankie Maestri, it looks like, who is going to be doing the pitching here, so we'll let him warm up. We'll be back here in just a minute on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, and you can watch live on SheridanMedia.com.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number 1 in a number 2 business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
Planning for a busy summer tourism season? Be prepared for extra business with First Federal Bank and Trust Cash Management Solutions. Our local cash management experts will help you streamline your cash flow and minimize risk so you can focus on delivering exceptional service to your customers. Visit efirstfederal.bank to contact our cash management team today. Make this summer your best yet with the help of First Federal Bank and Trust, Sheridan's only mutual bank. Member FDIC.
Your kids are grown and out of the house, but now your aging parents are needing some help. Does this sound familiar? Hi, this is Mandolin Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Keeping track of medications can be confusing. Dosage, frequency, and what about that new prescription? At Hospital Pharmacy West, we'll answer your questions and help you keep it all straight. Visit your hometown pharmacist at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to Thorn Rider Park, Ernie Rodolini Field. We're just about ready to go. Frankie Maestri finishing off his warm-up pitches here. And it looks like it was Frankie Maestri coming in. Evan Barney, I believe, went out to right field. And it looks like coming in substitution of Dyson Murner was Will Greer. He's going to come in and play third base. So those are the changes for you. And we're ready to go. Still 2 down in the inning here. So all we need, it is Mason Tafoya coming to the plate. He's already homered here today. First pitch he sees for Frankie Maestri is a little bit high and inside for ball 1. But theoretically, all you need here from Frankie Maestri is a ground ball, and you can get out of this game with a 5-3 victory over Cheyenne. We'll see what happens here. The 1-0 to Tafoya is a little bit high as well for ball 2. So a quick 2-0 count to Mason Tafoya. And here comes the 2-0. That one nearly gets Tafoya on the shoulder. He backs away from it to make it a 3-0 count. So 3-0 count, 2 down in the inning. Here comes the 3-0. That one catches the inside corner for strike 1. Here comes the 3-1 from Maestri. In there for strike 2. Good pitch. So 3-2, 2 outs. Runner will be going over on first. It's Cade Cotez over there on first base. Runner will be going. The 3-2 count and 2 down in the inning. And here comes the 3-2 from Maestri. That one's outside for ball 4. So now runners on first and second for Cheyenne. And Nolan Horton's going to come to the plate. Horton so far today, he singled back in the first, walked in the third, struck out looking in the 5th. It's Cotez over on second base. And now Mason Tafoya over on first. The winning run at the plate for Cheyenne. Still 2 down in the inning. All you need is a fly ball or a ground ball if you're Frankie Maestri here. Here comes the first pitch to Horton. And that one catches the outside corner for strike 1 to the righty. Maestri comes set. He's ready to go. Here comes the 0-1. One a little bit high and inside for ball 1. So it's a 1-1 count. And here comes that one. Nearly catches the outside corner, but it's a little bit outside for ball 2. I thought that was good. If I was a pitcher up there, I would have wanted that one. But nonetheless, a little bit outside for ball 2. So it's a 2-1 count to Horton. And here it comes. Fouled off into the screen behind home plate. 2-2 count now to Horton. And Tripper's 1 strike away from taking this first game over Cheyenne. 5-3 lead. We're going to get time really quickly as Frankie Maestri took a little while getting his sign in. Cade Cotez over on second. Tafoya on first. The winning run, or the lead-taking run, I should say, for Cheyenne at home. And here comes the 2-2. That one's outside as well to make it a 3-2 count. Runners will be going once again. The tying run at the very least over on first, and he will get a head start. The 3-2 count and 2 down in the inning. And here it comes. That one popped in foul territory. First base side. Is there going to be a play? No, it's out of play. Tyler Reeson and Frankie Maestri are both running, sprinting in. Try to make the play by the first base dugout, the visiting team dugout. Bangs off of the fence. So it'll stay a 3-2 count. Runners will still be going with 2 down in the inning. And here comes the 3-2 once again from Maestri to Horton. This time pop foul. This one's going to be right field, and it's going to get out of play as well. Best crowd of the season so far this year here at Thornrider Park for sure. Again, a pretty solid matchup between the Troopers and Cheyenne, so expected, pretty good crowd, and they have shown out. Again, another game after this first one here. It's another 3-2 count to Horton, and here it comes. Just a little bit high for ball 4 is the call. I don't think anybody really agreed with it, but hey, here we are. And now the bases are loaded for Cheyenne. Corey Williams coming to the plate for post 6. You're going to have a meeting on the mound. Austin Cowan coming out, having a quick talk with Maestri. Give him the rundown. Hey, you made this really hard on yourself, but that's okay. You can get out of it. All you need is a ground ball or a fly ball here, and this game is over. 2 down still in the inning. It's a 5-3 lead for the Troopers. And Corey Williams going to come to the plate for Cheyenne. He hasn't had a great day. Struck out twice, and he lined out to Cale Hamrick over at shortstop, so he's 0 for 3. But all that can change pretty quickly, obviously. So bases loaded for Cheyenne. Here comes the first pitch to Williams. That one a little bit outside to the lefty for ball 1. Again, thanks to that run back in the bottom of the 6th, you do have a little bit of a cushion, obviously 2-run cushion, so walk doesn't kill you. Here comes the 1-0. That one's fouled back into the screen from Williams. Obviously, you would not like a walk. Another thing, too, pass ball or wild pitch doesn't kill you here either. Doesn't bring home the tying run or anything like that, so it's not the end of the world. You'd like that not to happen, obviously, but it's not the end of the world. A 1-1 from Maestri. Here it comes. Fouled off once again, so back down to another one-strike-away opportunity here for the Troopers to capture this victory in this first game against Cheyenne. The 1-2, and Maestri's ready. Here it comes. Just a little bit low. That was a good pitch as well. Maybe just a little bit below the knees of Corey Williams to make it a 2-2 count. So here comes the 2-2. That one dribbled first base side. It's going to be foul, though. Man, this feels like there's been 2 outs forever here. 2 outs for the last 3 batters for this Cheyenne squad. 4 batters, technically, the 4th batter at the plate. 2-2 again. Here it comes from Maestri. And that one hit back up the middle. Hamrick's going to be able to field it cleanly. Throw right back over to his brother, Tanner, and get the game-winning out over at second base. And that is a victory for the Sheridan Troopers in this first game, a 5-3 victory over Cheyenne. And again, that's, not the biggest deal in the world, but it is a big deal. That's Cheyenne's only their 4th loss of the season. They played 34 games in the season, and they've gone 30-3 up to this point. They win or lose their 4th game of the season, this time to the Sheridan Troopers. And we will be back. We're going to have a quick break. There is this doubleheader, so we will be back here in just a little bit. They're going to take a short break to get the players some food in them and whatnot. Give them a short break to get all food and whatnot recharged. And we'll take that break with them. We'll be back here in just a little bit. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Troopers win that first game 5-3. And we'll be back for the second game in about 30 minutes. You've been listening to Trooper Baseball here on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO and watching live on SheridanMedia.com.
1410 AM KWYO Sheridan. Classic country from the First Northern Bank Studio on 106.9 FM.